Hey guys, how's it going? This is Dave Sebastian, coordinator of mentoring arts programming with Wayside. We are back together again on a Monday. If you guys were looking for me on Thursday last week, I took a vacation day. I'm sorry I wasn't with you. Hopefully you did some artwork anyway, because that's the point of this thing, is to motivate us to, express ourselves through the arts, and be part of the process of creating art. My job, Mentor, is basically about sharing the joy of creation with anybody that wants to watch, anybody that wants to be a part of it with me. So today is a beautiful day out in Shirley, and I am very excited to be with you guys. I wanted to tell you that I am continuing to do these virtual programs, but I'm also adding an in-person program. We started at the beginning of July. So Wednesdays from 10:30 to 3, I will be at 68 Henry Street in Framingham, which is where my studio is, my greenhouse graphics studio, in the basement of Tempo Young Adult Resource Center. If anyone 16 to 26 is interested, please come on by. We're running this programming. It's free. It's a drop-in program, so you come and stay or not. It's up to you. I personally am very excited to be back in the studio. Getting to see young adults in person has been really, really great. I missed a lot of folks in the last year and a half, including Magpie, our therapy pigeon, that I was lucky enough to have come in this week. He's really awesome. He does bite, because he bit me, but it doesn't hurt. It's just I don't know. It's not too bad. It's pretty funny, actually. So that's the deal with that. I'm really excited to do that. Pretty soon we're going to add in a Friday, same time, 10:30 to 3. And I would love for some of you guys to come out and check it out. I think I could teach you something, but I also think that you guys could teach me something. I learn a lot of great stuff, to maybe stories that I draw from the young adults, or just the feeling of being together, creating something helps me motivate to create more. I mean, that's kind of like what this programming is about. It was like, gives me a chance to sit down and create art rock solid every single day, with you guys. So that is the deal. If this is the first time you've headed over, my name is Dave. I am excited to have you. If you're interested in this stuff, we do it 5 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Thursday here on YouTube, Wednesday, Friday on Facebook, all on the Greenhouse Graphics page. I can pop up my my Facebook right here, so you guys can check it out. We are over there, like I said, Wednesday and Friday. And then I also have a significant number of videos from over the time that we've been meeting together. So go over there and check it out on Wednesday. I always kind of feel like Wednesdays and Fridays are very successful days, and I have a good time with that. You know what I mean? So I wanted to show you guys where we're at in the project. This is how far... Oh no, did I freeze? Of course. This is where we're at here in the painting. The last time we were working together, we were establishing where our cards were going to go. And the cards are going to go like this. Oh, that's why I have them taped together. Right, just like that. And then we have our final card, which I don't know where it is, but oh yeah, here it is. This one is one that we had to trim. Guys with me? All right, sorry about that. Seemed like we had a little trouble with that camera. See if I can throw it back on there. Sorry, guys. All right. So this is where we're at. These are two of the cards we're going to use, and this is the third card that he's laying down here. And I got it trimmed out for his thumb. What I haven't really been able to figure out or decide is what cards to use. So once the end of the road, after I created one card, I went ahead and created, well, I built the whole deck, but, whoop, sorry guys. These are the ones that were relevant to this particular project. Obviously, building the deck was not difficult. You know, the 3 face cards and the ace. And so, you know, that was kind of it. And then, of course, creating the 2 and the 9 were pretty easy. Now, why did I pick these things, which is like, you know, 3 face cards, a 9 and a 2, and the ace, right? Well, it's like in the Dark Tower, 19 is really, really huge number. So what if I could put 19 as the cards that were down? Problem with that is then you have just a 2. And so he's putting down a 2. It's like not much of a payoff. Where if he was putting down, you know, the ace, which is why I trimmed the ace out, it looks cool, you know, like that's the card that a tough guy would be putting down. But, you know, if not, whatever. But I think that I was having a hard time. So what do you guys think? If anybody out there has an idea, you know, throw me a comment and say you should do this, right? Because I'm not even really familiar with the game Blackjack. You know, the Chancellor's game in the story in Wizards and Glass, which is book 4 of the Dark Tower, book 5 of the Dark Tower, excuse me. It doesn't really go into it that much. They're playing this game. He mentions the Chancellors are coming up and that these are the Saints, and that's pretty much it. So what I decided is I'd base it on Blackjack, and the face cards would be the Chancellors. And I decided to include Mary in one of the face cards, you know, the Queen, obviously, and then Peter and Paul. Peter and Paul. Get confused. And so that's the deal, right? But that means that I have 3 face cards, or 3 10s, and an 11 to try to make 21 and 19, right? So, I mean, I couldn't figure out how best to do it, you know? If you put the ace down, I like my drawing of the ace, and that's cool, but then you got 11. So now you can only put 10 down to get to your number, right? So then it's 5 and 5, right? Or 10, now you know, if you want to do 19, it's 10 and 9, and then we're back to 2. Or 10 and 2, and we're back, and then we're at 9. So it's like none of these things really work out that well. Maybe not using the number 19. The number 19 is actually from Wolves of the Kala, which is 2 books later. You know, they become the Katet of 19. So then it comes back to being like, well, maybe I'll just use what the coolest card is. So that's where I'm at kind of right now. So what I was just saying before the stupid camera froze on me. Oh man, the camera's frozen again. What the heck is going on? Sorry guys, if you can still hear me, you know that my other cameras are currently dead. Oh, now my dog is barking outside. I don't know what's happening. Let me let her in. All right, you guys. You got a good view of the sunlight? Oh, that thing is hilarious. I love it. This was supposed to be my twins' room, but it didn't work out, so now it's my room. All right, so what we were just talking about. Watch out, girl. I got to be able to move here. So why don't you go that way? Good girl. All right. So this area down here is where the cards are going to go, right? So we got our Mary and Paul. Haven't totally decided exactly how to place them, you know. I'm thinking it's going to be like right around here. And then we would take our last card. I was just saying this, but I wasn't sure if you guys saw it when the camera died. Come on, thing. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right. So now the camera will go in an absolutely foolish amount. There you go. It's a slow catch-up process. Oops. Oh. Huh. All right. About the best I could do right there, you guys. All right. So we're going to put these two cards right here. And then this card being put down right there. Right? I'm hoping I can make this work. You know, I may have to spread the cards out, or I'm not totally sure. But I wanted to make sure I made at least one more edit, or one more possible little piece of flexibility. So I made this, which is a new Mary and the ace upside down. Out, girl, come on. Out, 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 out. Good girl. So yeah, so we're gonna use this thing. Don't have a dog under your feet while you're trying to do a live stream. It's totally foolish. Doesn't make any sense at all. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut out these new ones. Whoops. I'm gonna cut out these new ones. Just so we can test this Sacred Heart flipped over. Because the only thing about the one that I've made already, which is this one, is that we lose, you know, all the fire. Right? So we lose a lot of fire up there. So I've decided if we flipped it over, we'd just lose some of the bottom. Now, am I sure that's going to work out? No, I'm not sure at all. In fact, I'm not even sure I did the flip correctly, you know. I think it actually comes out to the same. Well, I guess it is opposite, but... So see, this is what I'm trying to do. Oh, wait. Yeah, let me show you on this camera. It's a little easier. So what I'm doing here is I've got this heart, this Sacred Heart, going both ways, right? So if we cut out the top part here, it'll be the bottom part there. So then we have a chance to try another option. All right. So I'm going to use a like a mat cutter to do this right now. A lot of straight lines, so it makes it pretty easy. I guess it's not really a mat cutter, it's more of a paper cutter. Alright, we got this little wire on here. Yikes. Alright, just one sec, guys. I know you can't see this. Alright, we got our first piece out. This paper cutter is awesome. It has a wire that the blade follows, so you can just line up the wire and it'll cut your pretty much perfectly. Okay, so now we got this guy, right? This is the our trimmed, reverse trimmed, right? So now we want to put that. Oh, I knew it. It's just not correct. I'll just use this one. All right. Now, one thing that we have to do is decide where the edge of this is. All right. So I think I will just make sure that we got this. Yep. All right, that one looks great. So we're going to start with that guy. Get him in there. Going to wind up painting around him a little bit because, you know, I've repainted our background to reflect the spots that I left open. Takes a little while to build it up there, though. And a lot of that spot is going to be covered by, you know, by the cards. So, damn it. For some reason, my phone is totally not working. Well, it might be because I have 500 things open. Okay. Let's try this again, you guys. Hey, I got nobody up here. Sorry about that. Oh, just trying to fix it. Sometimes, you know, one of the things that's fun about live streaming is that it is pretty much constantly a challenge to figure out how to make everything work and stay working. All right, can you guys see that? It seems as though the camera might be working just now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this a little bit closer to me. Turn it away from us for a sec and then turn it back. Now, this is a really, really large easel for the area that I'm working in. Kind of a pain, but it's a really excellent easel that absolutely does the job in a really, really excellent way. All right, so this is going to be the first time I've ever tried to glue on an angle. So I'm going to be ready with the brush, and we're going to see what we can do. First thing we have to do is poke out our glue. Hey, that was the risk. All right. Oh, that's not good. I think for the next card, I'm going to put the glue on the back of the card instead of painting over our airbrush, which is clearly coming off. So I think we're going to have to paint in between this and the next one, a little like surface preparation material or inner coat, as they call it. All right. Looks pretty good except for the glue on the edge. Gonna be doing that again. Looks like I took off a lot of color right there. Definitely not good. I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay. Mistake number one.
Throw me my orange Cassidy.
Hold on.
David.
I heard you. Hold on.
Okay, you don't need to yell at me on live stream. Just saying.
All right, bad. That was a bad start. How are we going to do this? Oh, I knew something like this could happen. It kind of sucks. All right. Oh, awesome. Another frozen camera. Hey guys, a little bit of trouble with the stuff here. So what I'm doing right here is just cleaning out the airbrush. We're gonna stick some inner coat in it, which is called 40-50, 40-40. Yeah, we're gonna use the 40-40. Works really good. Yeah, that's what we're gonna use. So that's because I'm finding that the glue is peeling off the airbrush paint. But that's going to be fine because we're really just in the middle of this painting as opposed to being towards the end. Getting these on here is cool, but we also have to figure out a way to make them work, you know, to make them be successfully look good on there. Alright, now we got our airbrush cleaned out. Looks pretty good. Just got to get anything that looks like paint out again, you know what I'm saying? Because we're going to spray over this whole surface, and if we're spraying clear inner coat, we'll make a pretty good size map. Alright, take a look. That's my compressor. Sorry about that, you guys. Oh, damn it. I'm not sure exactly why my stuff's not working right now. Trying to figure it out. So, I don't know. It seems as though my back camera is just not working. Keep trying to boot it back in. All right, now we got our the airbrushes cleaned out. See one more time if I can get this other camera to work. All right, can you guys see that? Is it still moving? All right, so what we're doing now is we're going to add this 40-40, which is a bleed checker, but it's basically, I use it as a clear inner coat, works pretty well. We don't need a whole heck of a lot of it. Although I am going to hit up the spots that we did already so that when I work on it again, those spots will be eliminated. This glue dries clear. Just have to kind of wait for it to do that. Okay. So this is just clear, obviously, so we're not going to really see anything. Just want to get it on here. Over the card. Over the big mess I made around the card. Alright, we're going to let that guy dry for a few. But we don't have to wait because we can move right on to gluing the next card. Which I have around here somewhere, right? Alright, this time we are not going to put glue on the surface at all. We're going to put glue on the back of the cards. That is not the right one. Nope. Alright, so, yeah. Alright. So we just got to find the best place to put this one. And I think that's going to be just here so that it's inside the edge and we don't have to trim that one off. And then I guess I've decided to use Paul instead of Peter. Oh no, this one's Peter. So Peter instead of Paul. I'm going to put him right there. Yikes. Got to try to keep the glue off your hands. And we're going to have to give that just a sec to dry. So I am going to switch over to this camera so that I can slide over here to be with you guys for a sec. So all I'm going to do here is, you see my dog back there? She's being doggy. All right. So this time we're going to put the glue on the piece, which also allows us to be horizontal with the glue. Right, be able to, come on. All right, there we go. So this is cool because then we can get into, oh man, it pulled mad paint off. I should have waited longer for the paint to dry. Now this thing is covered in, looks like gray. All right. Cool. So I got to make sure I get all the corners. Right, so good to go. This guy's going to go here in the middle. I have a brayer that I use like every day. For some reason it's not here. Oh no. Can't have that just like that. That's where the screw is. Alright. Just make sure we know where that is. Sorry about that, guys. That's my neighbors. All right, so I'm gonna spray a little bit more of this stuff on here. Let's see what happens. All right. This time we're just going to put a little glue on the brush itself so I can get up behind some of these little bit of pieces that are kind of hanging. I don't know. Don't like that this glue is peeling all our paint up. I'm not exactly sure what exactly we can do with that. Oh. Okay, so now we got this thing laid out a little. Probably should have done that sooner. What we want to do is let this dry for a couple of minutes, and we're going to work on some other parts of the piece. Really hoping this glue and stuff just dries so that I can get it off, if that's what's going to happen. I just don't need this much glue everywhere. And now that I realize it's going to take the paint off, but I definitely don't want it. All right. Right. So now I just added some color to our inner coat just so that I can get it. Try to coat some of this stuff in a little bit of color just so we can start to put it back in. Probably just gonna need to rebuild our deck around here, which should be fine, you know, that doesn't matter. Dump this. Let's throw in a little bit of opaque white. A little brown in it. All right. unfortunately, I think I actually had white in the other airbrush. So I gotta dump that guy. Know what I'm talking about? I can't quite see you guys from over here. Oh, awesome. Seems as though now that camera's quit on me. Okay, let's try something else. Launch switcher cast. Okay. Not gonna work. Alright. See if it works this time. Sorry guys. So yeah, so all we're going to do is we're going to kind of hit this guy up a little bit, try to clean up some of the lines we were using. But right now I'm going to dump this white and switch to black actually, but a transparent black, I think. Doesn't, you know, having white in there when you go into a transparent black doesn't seem like a real big deal. Alright, where is my transparent black? There we go. Okay. A lot of paper towels go into airbrushing, it seems. You know, I'm always using a lot of paper towels. Right, getting a little bit far away from my compressor, which is kind of a problem. So that's in the effort to help to blend these guys into their background a little here. Same over here, a little transparent glass in here too. This is just a little bit of light mist for a transition. All right. Try to get my pattern going a little better. Switching the airbrushes incorrectly. This one I'm just dumping the airbrush out. Switching from this transparent black, of which I've cleaned a lot out. Now I want to use a little sienna in here. Alright, drop or two of reducer, which is always running away from me. There we go. Well, I was out at the Airbrush Rendezvous in Anaheim earlier in June. Guy mentioned that this is a good way to shake your airbrush. I find it to be pretty fun. I will take that, as they say. This airbrush here is the Grex. I think it's the XT. Very cool airbrush, works really well. Only problem is that I had messed it up enough that I couldn't get it to work for a while. Now I'm happy that it's back. I just have to find a good cap for it. All right. So here I wanted to use a little of some gray. What do I have here? Drop of reducer. I haven't painted with this in a while because, like I was saying, I was having some trouble getting it to work. Now it seems to be doing a little better. This is a fairly light gray. I want to use it to establish some locations in his jacket a little bit more. Little thin. Just a little thin. Well, the bummer is I do not have. Oh, actually, I do. I was going to say I don't have another airbrush stand, but it turns out I do. I feel like I remember this airbrush not sitting particularly well in the regular stand, but we'll figure it out. It's got old bone in it. Get that on this guy a little. rid of this old bone up here so that I can hopefully be able to pull out the belt buckle a little bit better. Okay. Okay. All right, so now we got our old bone is in here working with us. So now if we want our light coming from here, right, we're going to need our highlights over here. Right. This guy is killed. All right. Dump this color. One sec, you guys. Just gotta switch a camera plug real quick, guys. All right. Okay. I pulled up a reference. Okay, so what I got for a reference is a shot glass. or a drink glass like he's using here. You guys see that okay? So here's the glass right there. Come on. There, we got this guy cleared. What do we have in this one? Brown. This one was white. Was gray. No, I actually haven't really tried to get a sort of like a really opaque line, a really fine line out of this airbrush. Let's just give it a try, right? Oh man. Oops. Oh, there we go. Looks like she's decided to move over there a little bit. All right. So what I'm trying to figure out is how best to get away from gray. There we go. All right. I feel like this drink needs to be a little bit taller. But I like what's happening with it, but I just want it to be a little bit taller. So I'm thinking maybe if we put it up here. Right. And the glass, for my reference, is kind of a little bit squared. So I think I'm going to add that. Alright, now the best way to mess with this glass is going to be using some straight lines. Alright, this is going to be our low point right here. I had good big circle stencil. What do I have for circle stencils? Doesn't look right. That didn't look right either. liquor level up a little. All right. This one is our Surgery Sienna, which maybe we could use a little bit through the background here. Alright, change this guy up for a little decay. Decay. That's the sound we're looking for. Yeah, it looks a little darker since I just got it all over my hand. Always check to see if your paint is closed when you shake it, for any number of reasons. Number one would be to try to get as little paint on you as possible. Find the opaques are heavier, for sure. Gotta always be careful that you have enough reducer. Otherwise, you just make a mess. Or they just don't work. You know, I mean, they don't participate. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Now we're gonna swap over from opaque black to transparent black. But we're gonna use the same airbrush because it doesn't make any sense not to. back this camera up a little bit for you guys so you can see a little better. Come on. All right. So right now, I am working on cleaning up from regular black. Oh, what the heck is that in there? From opaque black to transparent. There's some kind of weird chunk of paint in there. What are you, dude? All right. Not much point in testing it since, black and is black, Transparent and opaque is still black. To put my cover on while I'm spelling stuff. This being our transparent black, not a lot we can do in our glass here. Do wish I had a good circle template that I could use for this, but I don't.